Hey, hey, hey!
Hey guys,
We
how
are
are you
back.
doing? Yes, we
So,
are back, honey.
so listen, I've been dragging my feet on trying to build up the YouTube page. We've been trying to get people over, but because Facebook has kind of tied my hands right now, apparently I went to Facebook jail for 24 hours because there's a meme circulating around showing a man holding a gun to a teenage boy's head or to a teenage boy that's getting ready to take his daughter out to prom. So I expressed my feelings because I have boys. So we're going to have a problem if you do that to my kid. And I think it's not cool for that meme or those pictures to be floating around and people laughing at it because it's not funny. Because just like your daughter is a child, so is my son. So I made a comment about it. One of the little Facebook people got in their feelings about it and decided that I was going to jail. So I went to Facebook jail. I got off of Facebook jail. I'm back. But I'm on punishment. I cannot, I guess, go live on Facebook right now. I can't advertise on Facebook. So now I'm really about to hone in on this YouTube thing because guess what? I need y'all to come on over here because I'm not being monetized on Facebook anyway. Y'all ain't paying me to go live on the Facebook, on the Book of Faces. So I feel like
The bigger
I need to
faces.
study real talk how to get this YouTube thing up and running
I
because
can tell you how after.
huh?
I can tell you what we need to do afterwards.
Okay, great.
But
Because
for the
we're
one
not
thing,
gonna
you
do.
guys,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say one thing that you can do, you guys, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
then also like this podcast and hit the bell, so the notification bell, so you know when we're broadcasting live. Because
Absolutely.
we also do it's on as well on Monday nights.
We do. And so we will be back tomorrow. But I have been already because we get more viewers for it's on YouTube than we do on Facebook. So because of that, we're really about to just do this thing on YouTube because I don't understand how you're okay with one post but not okay with another. I think it's
I think
hypocritical.
the post with the man with the gun held head would have been should have been
Should
flagged
have been
as
expo
well.
and shouldn't have been shared. But you know that I mean it is what it is. I feel a way if somebody's able to share that type of post on Facebook, you should be
Mhm.
okay with my reaction to it. Um, so that's where
But
I am right now.
it's not like you said anything like profanity or anything like that,
Oh,
did
I
you?
did. I did.
Oh shoot,
I did.
that's
Let me
why.
let me quote what I said. My friend shared the picture, and she's a boy mom as well. So she said, if somebody did this to my son, I would blow their house up. That's what she said. I in turn replied, I would blow their shit up. I did. I cussed. It does, but here's the thing: it should not matter. You got this picture circulating around on your platform, and you ain't getting the folk who created the picture and sharing them on Facebook. So that's
Yeah.
very hypocritical. I could talk about this all day, but we're gonna go on with the show. How has your week been, Wendy? How's your week been? I'm sorry.
Well, it's been interesting.
Has it?
Yes, it's been really interesting because everybody's in the house. Everybody's been in the house.
Yeah.
So you said it just being me and my mom during the work time.
Yeah.
And even when it was virtual school, Joshua was in his room. He never
Right.
came up unless he wanted to get something to eat.
Right.
So, you have the little girl, she wants to go back to school so bad.
Yeah.
But she can't go back until Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah. And so she's just bored and she comes in and people talk to me while I'm trying to work. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm at work, you guys. I'm at work. I need my own place.
I understand. Totally and completely understand. Um, of course, I don't mind sharing this. My son um has been diagnosed with COVID-19. And we just had an episode last week about our thoughts behind the pandemic, if you will. And for whatever reason, you know, they decided to send the kids back to school. Of course, I was one of those parents who were totally and completely against it. I was not for that at all. I wanted, the kids to stay until they figured out the proper way for the kids to social distance,
Mm-hmm.
making sure the kids keep their mask on, that sort of
Mm-hmm.
thing. But when you can't get grown folk to even keep that mask on, it's hard to enforce the rules and regulations. And then the schools are packed. It's not like you can really social distance the kids. So I took Monday night is when I found out that he had tested positive for COVID-19. I immediately, Tuesday morning, we went as a family to go get tested because, of course, he's been around me the most because I'm his chauffeur. From school in the morning, school, pick him up from school in the evening. And then we go to football practice and then come home and so on and so forth. So I was very much so against him going back. He has asthma. I just didn't know how this was possible. But, Shelby County Schools' hands were tied as well as a lot of people who were angry. And I'm very angry because he should not be missing school. I've had to actually email teachers to get work because they didn't have a contingency plan in the event something like this happened. And it's not just my child that is not in school. It's a number of them in the same grade that are quarantining at home. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so he's been locked away in my room because he and his brother share a room. So I got him locked away. We take him his food. He picks it up, making sure he got water, making sure he's taking his vitamins, making sure immune system is boosted. He's been fine. In spite of being diagnosed with it, he's been very, very okay. And just playing this video game, talking, to his friends on the game or on the phone. He's been
Mm-hmm.
his normal, usual self. My concern is making sure he gets enough rest and also, making sure that he doesn't. So we're halfway through this whole week. We've been at home for the most part. I went to work Monday. I had to go get my laptop Tuesday morning. So I've been working from home, which I don't have a problem with. I don't get interrupted at all when I'm working from home because they understand I'm at work. I got older boys, so little kids don't understand. You can't talk to them when you at work. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so they're fine. Josh is gonna be at school next week at the University of Memphis. So I'll have to take him to school in the mornings and go pick him back up. So it's he won't be here as much. So Jalen's gonna be locked away in my room, and I won't have the help that Josh has been offering me. But of course, we have our vaccine. Josh and Jalen was unable to get vaccinated because he's 11 and not 12, and the vaccines are for people who are 12 and up. I did hear that they are coming out with a vaccine for kids under 12, but I think there's a stipulation they had to have tested positive for COVID, if I'm not mistaken. So,
Mm.
um, so that's the stipulation um, that I think that they're having to deal with now. Um, so he will qualify to take it, and I'm definitely going to go ahead and make sure he gets it. But he's also finna go to school with Lysol wipes in hand and a can of Lysol, and I don't mean no harm, but he's finna be wiping everything down because we're not doing this again. And
Yeah, I seen this. I seen this TikTok with this mama. Little boy was getting into the car. She spraying her son down with Lysol.
I feel like I have to do. See, here's the thing, and I mean absolutely no harm. There is no way to social distance 100+ thousand students in a school district when a lot of the schools are overcrowded. That's number one. It's no way to do that. And so, what am I supposed to do? So I don't care who allergies get messed up, if I don't care. I'm at the point of no return. I feel like he needs a hazmat suit in his school colors to wear to school, because a person will, if he already got it, he can't. That's a lie. I know people who are asymptomatic have gotten it several times, so that's not the truth. And if y'all are still,
that's the key word, asymptomatic. That means that they could be living with it for months and months without having any symptoms.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, even so, he can get COVID again. I don't want to hear people say you can't get it after you've already gotten it, because that's not the truth. So I want people to really take this seriously. You got people here that don't want their kids in masks because they done came up with some retarded Fox News research that they came up with saying, hey, it's against God to wear a mask or whatever. I don't care.
But have you heard about the Texas governor blaming Black people for COVID?
The lieutenant governor. Yes. I didn't put that as a slide today. I totally forgot. But yes, blame Black people for the spread of COVID-19.
So he's basically putting a target on Black folks' back in Texas.
Sir, you don't want nobody to wear no mask. You don't want people to wear masks. Y'all don't want people to wear masks. You don't care about people social distancing. You don't care if people get the vaccine. So you can't tell me that it's Black folks' fault when it's the white people crying about wearing the mask.
And I'm going to tell you why he's blaming Black folks. Because the majority of Black folks did not vote for Trump.
What does that have to do with the price of tea in China? Millions of people died when Trump was in office. Are you effing kidding me? Yeah, no.
Yep. And people are calling for Biden to give up the office because people are dying of COVID.
Bruh,
we had over I said we had over 550,000 people who died under the Trump administration, and none of y'all was calling for Trump to resign.
I need these folks to stop while they're ahead. They stupid.
Life. Get a life. Just think about your health.
Period.
Yeah, just be more mindful of your health. Try to lose weight, eat healthy, exercise, do stuff for your immune system, and stop worrying about what Joe, Jim, Jack, and them are doing. Okay. I mean, I'm worried. I'm concerned because I would like for you guys, if your children are sick, has been tested positive for COVID, do not bring them to school.
That's the other thing. And so here's the thing about that. We don't know how the kids got exposed to somebody with COVID. We don't know if it's a teacher. We don't know if it was a student. We are not sure. And we do know that there are parents that are knowingly sending their kids who are sick to school. Now, I understand you ain't got no babysitter or you ain't got nobody to watch them or whatever the situation is, but you're putting other lives at risk. Even if you're a teacher or an administrator and you know you got COVID, stay your tail at the house.
And see, this is the thing here. You know what? If you can find a base on who it came from, I wish they can go to jail or be arrested. Because that's attempted murder or murder.
Or some state, a lady knowingly sent her child with COVID to school and they're looking to press charges against her. People can die. People are dying.
So you should be charged for murder.
You should be charged with attempted murder at the least.
And so I think when you get to that extent, people are going to start doing it. Because as soon as I got the call, little girl was tested positive for COVID. I called my supervisor, told her. She said, okay, you can leave quietly. I quickly pick up my child.
Right.
I quickly picked up my child. I quickly
snatched my child out the football field as soon as their vice principal called me and notified, the football team. I notified, people that he was around. I let them know, hey.
And the administrator, she told me when I was picking him up, I appreciate you getting him because most parents would just let him stay.
Trying to do it. It's
crazy. I just said, and I told her, I said I wouldn't have felt better. I would have felt bad if Joshua was exposed to this and he exposed other people.
Right.
Even though he wear his mask, it wouldn't feel right to my
Yeah.
spirit and my soul.
Yeah. Absolutely. Jalen was wearing his mask. Let me put this out there. My child was wearing his mask and still got COVID. I told that man, I don't care what you got to do. You better not take that mask off.
Is he
Still
feeling
got
any of the symptoms?
No, he's fine. Like I said, he's fine. My concern has been he has asthma. His pediatrician
Mm-hmm.
calmed me down. I was not sleeping this past week. Like I was going to bed at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning because I'm trying to, open the door and make sure he's still breathing. That's just how frantic I was about it. You know what I'm saying? Because he already has a respiratory disease, and I know that
Yeah,
it
I have asthma. I have severe asthma.
right.
So
So yeah, I just know. And so until I talked to his pediatrician on Friday, there was no way for me to know beyond the shadow of a doubt that my child was okay. You know what I'm saying? So I talked to the pediatrician. They said, well, if he ain't got no symptoms, he halfway through it, he shouldn't, experience any additional symptoms. He should be fine. So that's what I've been going through this past week. And this week I'm gonna be at home with him again, trying to make sure he gets everything that he needs. And I'm gonna be working from home. So it's exhausting to have to take care of a sick child or someone else who is ill, and you still have to
you have
work.
to work.
Yeah. So it's quite exhausting. It's not a walk in the park at all. I don't wish it on anybody that I know. I just want to put that out there right now. Let's go ahead and get going with Z Show. We got our shine this week. Let me tell you something. I'm so proud of this sister. I do not know what to do. This lady's name is Rachel Rowland. She is the first Black U.S. attorney for the state of Massachusetts.
Oh,
And President Biden elected her. Um, she graduated from the University of Massachusetts at Amherst, continued her education all the way through law school, did her thing. She's worked in various areas of the law in the state of Massachusetts. And you see these are her babies holding this Bible. Well, it's amazing to see a Black woman do her thing, but the fact that she knows I got people looking up to me. And that was amazing to see this picture. So they held their Bible while their mom got sworn in. She joined the ranks of some other people who are going to be first. Eric Brown, Nicholas Brown, Matthew Graves, Clifford Johnson, Zachary Myers, Trini Ross, and Vanessa Walder. So there are many of those people. So she's one of 8 nominees for the U.S. Attorney's Office. But she is going to be the first Black U.S. attorney for the state of Massachusetts. Now, the state of Massachusetts, if I'm not mistaken, or Suffolk County, if I'm not mistaken, I think they got their first Black mayor. She spoke very, very highly of Miss Rollins, or U.S. Attorney Rollins now. So I'm very proud of this. It's a trip that we still are experiencing first. That's what's amazing. We're still the first Black this person to accomplish this goal, and we're in 2021. It is simply amazing and awing. But congratulations to that sister. Mattel did something that I thought was pretty cute.
mm.
They're honoring heroes with their own Barbie dolls. So these 2 young ladies right here are named Dr. Chica Stacy or Ryu. I can't pronounce her last name. Dr. Chica and Dr. Jacqueline Goes de Jesus. Dr. Chica is a psychiatrist who has done a lot of work with Black history and the disparity in the Black medical field, or the medical field for Black people. She spoke out about that and has done different things to help with the Black movement through her work as a psychiatrist. So she got her own Barbie doll. I thought that was cute. And Dr. Goes de Jesus, I cannot pronounce her name. She is a doctor in biomedical research, and is a part of the K Project, which has been she's been directly responsible for one of the genomes in doing research for the coronavirus or COVID-19. So shout out to these sisters. You can get a Barbie doll for a doctor, a nurse, or a paramedic at Target, and proceeds are going to go to the COVID-19 relief efforts. So if you got a little girl, want to get a Barbie doll, want to get a Dr. Chica doll or a Dr. Jackie doll, make sure y'all go to Target and check them out and see if they have them available. All right. Reality time.
So, I wish I had some tea to sip along with y'all.
Oh, you might be able to add to some of this now.
Girl, I was like, what? Well, you know what? I watch all of the franchises.
I know you do.
Really
I
do.
Can't.
And so the redhead in the middle, Brandy, she's the ex-Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. I'm like, okay.
She looked like an ex-Dallas Cowboy cheerleader. Keep going.
But she's her family is from Memphis. And I was like, ugh. Yes, because they had an episode where she drove to Memphis, to see her mom or something like that. But she had made in previous seasons, she had did imitations of Asian people.
Right.
Like in restaurants and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so this girl right here, the one at the end, Tiffany, she's Asian.
I know who Tiffany is.
So
I saw one episode where she was trying to get them to try chicken feet. So
yeah, they wasn't.
I know who Tiffany is.
So throughout the whole season, Brandy's been on edge, really, because she doesn't know if whatever she's going to say is going to be offensive to the girl or not.
Somebody apologized. Made a remark against Tiffany too, right? Was it the redhead husband?
I'm thinking it's the one in between. The blonde in between the redhead.
Yeah, somebody's husband and brother-in-law, they made some derogatory statements against the Asian community as well as a direct comment towards Tiffany. Because, of course, when a lot of the crimes against Asian people were taking place, she was saying that it was racism, and they were like, no, you racist. And, they were going through those little changes. I know they deleted the tweets that they made. But keep going, I'm sorry.
So, to me, honestly, the person that's not on the show anymore, she kind of made the show. And like Nene Leakes to Atlanta, and after Nene Leakes left, the ratings went down.
Crap.
That's how it is on the Real Housewives of Dallas. Her name was Leanne. Leanne, again, she had said some racial stuff, and Bravo just said, we're not going to have you back.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. It's like,
so I got a question. Because Dorit has made some racial things or done some racial stuff as well, correct?
Girl, they all have.
That's what I'm saying.
In a way, they click ass.
Not okay for all.
And it's like for Orange County, Vicky, after Vicky and Tamara was not asked back.
Right.
The ratings went down for them. And then they had this girl on there named Kelly Dodd who was racist.
Yeah.
And they did not ask her back.
Right.
Because she was saying, she just, when you get her mad, she just says
whatever
off the wall things. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That is just inappropriate. And it's like, when you take one of the main favorite characters, people, I'm not going to say characters because they're actually real people. When you take the favorite person off of the show, you best to believe it's gonna dip. Now I'm surprised because of all the juiciness that Potomac is having now.
Yeah,
that ratings are still the same, but I really believe that if they didn't have the juiciness that they had,
so let me tell you who the favorites are on this show. Because Monique was a favorite, but Monique wasn't she wasn't favorite enough for the ratings to go down. The favorites on there are Karen and Giselle. I'm just gonna keep it real and honest. I like Giselle because she's messy and that makes the show, but I don't like Giselle, as a person, because I feel like She, throws rocks, hides her hand. She mixes it up. She does some things that kind of, But if either one of those ladies left, I feel like the ratings would have gone down had Karen or Giselle left the show, because nobody else. I mean, Wendy right now, her thing is her new body, and then these rumors about her husband. Ashley steers the pot, but she's backed up just a little bit off of steering the pot because she got kids and she ain't got time. Candace, will say whatever, but I don't think Candace can hold the whole show. So if Karen or Giselle left, or if both of them left, then I think we would have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm trying to get my lighting straight. Yeah,
I got you.
So basically, it's not going to return. They haven't really completely closed the door.
No, they haven't. They just said for 2022 it won't return for the sixth season.
Right. I guess they got to do some restructuring.
Probably
they got to really do some. But they did that with Miami. I was enjoying the Real Housewives of Miami, and then all of a sudden, poof, they wasn't going to do another season. I remember they did that one season of DC. You remember that one?
Yeah, and they had the lady that kept trying to get on the show. That went. It was crazy. It was
the one that crashed the White House party. Yeah. So they need a Real Housewives of Las Vegas.
That would be cute, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see,
because one of the Jersey housewives are now in Las Vegas. So I think it would be good.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
Okay, well, we'll see how this goes. Like I said, I've only seen that one episode where Tiffany was trying to get them folk to eat the chicken feet, and I think I just happened upon that episode. I didn't watch it.
Okay, now have you heard that for the season 2 of the All Stars, they asked Monique to come? And
I did hear that, and I didn't make a slide for that. So and I believe they did, because Andy said he wanted Monique to come back. Monique left on her own terms. They asked her, she had a contract, and she declined because she had a problem with production. Which, why would you go back to a situation if you had a problem with production? So I agree with her for saying no. And
they was going to make her the villain anyway. And see, now they don't have a villain. Basically.
Hold on, time out. I ain't got.
They was going to try to get her to be the villain because of the whole thing that happened with her and Candace and everything. And then,
well, why would they go over to the Real Housewives? I was like, what the?
I don't know. No, I'm talking about on the Potomac.
No. I knew what they were going to do on Potomac. I got you. I totally completely knew what they were going to do on Potomac. But I would still have a problem with coming into that fold because of the fact that I had a problem with production. It's no telling what you're going to try to get me to do or what type of situation you're going to try to put me in. So I agree with her on that.
And so I'll be thinking that'd be what the talk of the show would be about. Your instance, what happened between you and Candace. Are you gonna be like that? Oh, blah 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 blah.
I think
so. I guess that's why they asked Eva, because I don't think that Phaedra was a second choice. I think they wanted Phaedra.
I think they wanted Phaedra too. And here's the thing: I feel like they wanted Phaedra to come back on Real Housewives. To be honest. On Real Housewives of Atlanta, but they have the issue with Kandi, and Kandi apparently is the lead of the show, if that makes sense. So they don't want to lose, I guess, Kandi, which it doesn't make me or break me if I see Kandi on Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's just me personally. I don't have to see her on the Real Housewives of the Atlanta. Kandi doesn't really serve much of a purpose to me. You got your bedroom Kandi, you're acting, you're doing your thing. I would rather see you act than to see you on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I would rather see you go write a song for somebody than to see you on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm tired because they don't really have a storyline. Her mom has calmed down. So, I don't know. I would not, I would be okay with her not, doing that, if that makes sense. So
but
so we'll see. If they'll be back for 2023, but they won't be back for 2022. I like that red. That's really cute. I really like that. All right, so Marlo.
Girl, she looked like a totally different person. She had hair transplant. I did not know she had hair transplant.
So let me tell you what happened. Let's talk about this. She said she didn't have any edges. So she got a hair transplant to put edges in her head.
They have oils for that, honey.
I mean, they got all kinds of stuff for that you could just get
you
in.
Just have to be
wearing your
patient
wigs and have a Coke in the darn smile. She went and got a hair transplant. Right. And it caused her eyes to be black, like right here. I don't know how that works. I didn't want to show the picture because I'm not going to do that. But I really think she has an addiction to plastic surgery. Why you go get your edges put in, girl? And they got magic Hollywood hair creams and all that stuff for that. You can mix some stuff together in your kitchen and grow your edges back. It's not that serious. She's had lipo
or you can just stop wearing wigs and weaves and go natural, and just if you want to stay away for a while your edges grow back and you get a silk press or whatever, relaxer.
What kills me about this is that girl actually got some hair. You actually have hair. So I don't know. I feel like Marlo doing too much. I really feel that way.
She don't look recognizable.
She look like Marlo to me right there. Now I don't know any other pictures, and she looked like Marlo to me with them black eyes.
I gotta see this.
Go Google it. I wasn't gonna show it because I didn't want it. All right, this miss right here.
Simon was right.
Let me say this. I don't think that Simon is 100% free and clear. Let me say that.
No.
Do I think him and Portia were messing around at the time? No, I don't believe that. I do think that Simon probably had some things going on with some other folk because the white girl popped up, some other things happened and took place. So I don't think that Simon was 100% faithful in the marriage. However, you can't tell me, ma'am, that you just started messing with Jalen. You can't tell me. She's claiming that the time that Simon is claiming that she and Jalen or Jalen impregnated her, Jalen was in jail for 30 days. So there's no way that could have happened. I would rather you have just quietly, after you did the interview with Up and Adam, quietly went on back in your corner and left us alone. I don't care. I do believe she was messing with Jalen Banks the whole time. I don't believe that she wasn't messing with Jalen Banks because you would mess with this man while Simon was gone on a business trip or something like that. And I don't know if you were bored or what the situation was, but you cheated on your husband. He probably cheated on you too. But you did what you did. I think I will say this, Portia, watch out, baby. Please watch out. Because I think he chose Portia kind of as a get back. Let me try to see how I can hurt you more than you have hurt me. Because Jalen was the hired help. He was there to be their assistant. And she ended up having the affair with. Because you can't tell me now all of a sudden y'all just fell in love overnight. You can't tell me that.
No, she think we boo-boo the fools.
Right. So, do I think Portia's owed an apology? I don't think Portia's owed an apology. I think maybe Simon is owed an apology because a lot of people call him a liar, which he is. I don't think he is. But like I said, I don't think he's 100%. I don't think he's 100% free and clear because I think he had some things going on too. Might not have been with Portia because Portia was still with Dennis at the time that they met. So do I believe that him and Portia had something going on? Probably not. Not at that time. Maybe after the fact. Maybe after taping, they had something going on. I don't know. That was the introduction.
Dang! What? I'm sorry. I just saw her eyes. Go ahead.
So yeah. So here, this is where we are. So no, I don't think either one of you guys are completely innocent. I care? No, but everybody talking about it, and you keep doing interviews with people and bringing us into your business. So here we are. I feel like Fallon needs to just have some seats, raise your baby with Jalen, do your brand deals or whatever you got going on at the Instagram, and stop. If you're not going on Real Housewives of Atlanta, I don't want to know about this drama. I don't. I don't care to know. I do not. All right. Issa Rae, and I think we might have talked about this on its own, but Issa Rae is set to release a new unscripted series called The Sweet Life, following young adults in LA, kind of doing their thing in different areas of the industry. I'm excited to see this. It's giving me a Baldwin Hills type of feel, which I actually watched Baldwin Hills when it came out on TV. I liked it. It was a little different. They had a little drama, but it wasn't drama like real, Love and Hip Hop or anything like that. But I dug Baldwin Hills, so I feel like this is kind of picking up where Baldwin Hills left off. I don't know, but I'm interested in seeing these characters. I saw the preview. I was interested, so I kind of want to check it out. I think it's set to premiere real soon. I don't have a date for it as of yet, but I did, like I said, see the trailer for it. It looks interesting. I like to see young Black people shine, and I like to see them do their thing. So I think this is a great opportunity to see us in a better light or a different light. Now, I did get some rumblings in the previews that there is going to be a wee bit of drama, but again, when you're dealing with colored people, it's going to happen. It's bound to happen regardless. I can't hear you because you on mute.
Always going to be drama.
Yeah. So I just feel like this is gonna be a cool show. So I'm definitely interested in seeing it. We got some TV news that we are definitely gonna talk about tomorrow because there are some announcements that have been made. I got a little update on our show, Wendy. I got an update on another show that got canceled on CBS. I'm excited about. We just got a lot of TV news to talk about. So tomorrow we will be talking about it. So make sure you guys are back here tomorrow on our YouTube channel, The Size Up Official Podcast. So you can get your TV fixings, and we got a lot to discuss about different shows from this past week. So make sure y'all get back here with us for its own. Moving right along.
Girl, I saw that yesterday.
So let me say this. As a person who used to compete in the sports, you don't win all your races. You don't. Serena ain't won all her matches. Venus didn't win all her matches. You don't win everything. Tiger Woods lost a couple of, he didn't get the green coat a couple of years. You're not always going to win as an athlete, okay? I did see her post interview. Everybody made it seem like it was horrible, or maybe I didn't see the whole interview. It was not. She was just like, I this wasn't my day today. But I'm gonna be back, with her confidence and her rah-rah and all that stuff. I think people are rooting for her to fail behind the weed incident. I will say that. This is my personal opinion. You ain't got to agree with it, but I really feel like people are rooting for this young lady to fail. What I will say is, I do not think that she was prepared for this race.
She wasn't.
So, because she should have, based on her time doing trials, she should have at least made third or fourth place.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't beat the Jamaicans' time in the trials, okay? Mm-hmm. But she would have at least placed. Do you see where I'm coming from? Mm-hmm. I do not think this is from smoking weed, because I saw a lot of those comments. That's what getting weed, gets you. No. I had plenty of friends that smoked weed when I was in high school. They played the sports and they did just okay. They did their jobs and they won their games and they meets and stuff. So no, I don't think weed did this. I think emotionally, she needs to be in counseling because she just lost her mom not too long ago. And that's not something that you can get over overnight. The spotlight and this attention that's been put on her due to all the other things that have taken place, I do not think that she was mentally prepared to do this. I don't. I don't know if her obligation with Nike or any of the other brand deals that she has obligated her to do this. She did not run in the 200-meter race when she, got last place in the 100-meter race. So I did see that as well. We can be so hard on people. And I get it. Athletes talk big stuff all the time. I done seen boxers talk big stuff and they got knocked out. I done seen wrestlers. And let me also say this to the gentlemen, because I'm finna be real right now. If you are a fan of Chad Ochocinco or Terrell Owens, I don't want you comment on Sha'Carri. I do not. Because them Negroes right there, the epitome of go and sit somewhere, go and sit your tail down somewhere. The epitome of. So if those were your homeboys in the sports arena, nah, I don't need you comment on this either. That's how I feel. I think she needs to sit down and she needs to really work on herself. And I think she needs to train. That's what I think she needs to do. And then come back when it's time for you to physically and emotionally put your head in the game. Let's do that. I don't think she was emotionally there. I don't think she was prepared. And I don't think she was ready. That's what I feel like it is. And she's 21 years old. Her life ain't over. I need us to stop writing people off. You know what I'm saying? Just my
cancel culture is just is growing hype now.
I mean, it is. But I just think that is disheartening that this is where we are in life. You know what I'm saying? I can't get behind it at all. So yeah, she finished last, but I really feel like I think it's disheartening to see a whole bunch of grown people who are ready to just see this young lady fail. And that's what I got a lot of comments on yesterday. So I didn't think that was cool. Just my thought behind it. You ain't gotta agree. All right, so this little diseased
pizzle. You think about on what's it, Coming to America? You little diseased pizzle.
Let me talk about the fact that, let me say this. I can separate R. Kelly's music from R. Kelly the person. He's written for a whole lot of people. No. I didn't say I supported him, but hold on. He's written a lot of music for a lot of people that I'm willing to bet that you listen to and you support their music.
I probably have, yeah.
So I can separate R. Kelly's music from R. Kelly. I can do that. Do I bump R. Kelly? I do not. I'm not bumping R. Kelly. But 9 times out of 10, there are 6 degrees of separation in the industry. And I'm telling you, probably 3 out of 6 people are written a song for that they perform and they sing and they do.
But here's my question here. He writing songs. How he writing songs if he can't read?
He can write the music for the songs. I do not know. Don't give me the lie to you because I can't even go there. So let's talk.
I was being jokingly sarcastic. That's all.
But it's a valid question. How you write a song for somebody? He understands music. I would say that this man is musically a genius. I would say that.
Maybe he had somebody in there writing the songs for him.
He writing told them the words, and they wrote the words down. But I know he can compose music. He was very good. All his music teachers said he was dope. As I don't know what. Understood music theory. Understood the right, the notes, the whole 9. I'm not gonna take that away from that man. However, this man finna be in jail for the rest of his natural born life, and he deserves to be in jail. This man knowing he had herpes since 2007 and was raw dogging whoever he can get his hands on and giving them herpes. He needs to go to jail. Period. Period.
Now, how did they find this out?
His doctor testified saying that he has had herpes since 2007 and apparently has not done what he needed to do to take said medication to make sure he was straight.
Lord Jesus.
The doctor testified. So here's my other thing. Just like with the Michael Jackson situation, I don't believe Michael messed with them little boys. However, I blame everybody else involved. If you want to accuse somebody of doing something to your child, you are to blame too, because you accepted gifts, money. Let your child just be over here with Michael, whatever. I blame you. You need to go to jail. You needed to have gone to jail with Michael. That's how I feel. If everything that you said that came out your mouth was the truth. Because understand this, if Michael was still alive and Never Never Land was still a thing, Joshua, Jalen, and Faith were going to Never Never Land, and we was going to be drinking Jesus juice together. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, I do not want to find out. You're not going to get nobody to muscle me, which is why it wasn't a whole lot of black kids that said Michael Jackson messed with them. It was the white folk, because the white folk was easily bought off. Let's go there. According to them, they were easily bought off. So, in this situation with R. Kelly, there were some parents who let their children go to R. Kelly. This man was a known pedophile. I don't care if my child was 16, 17, 18, 19. No, you're not going. We going together. Or we can find another way for you to get a record deal. People knew what this man was doing, and now it's reported that he also messed with some little boys.
Oh.
He going to jail. I don't want to hear no free R. Kelly. R. Kelly is Pookie who done robbed 12 banks, shot 10 people, and raped multiple folk. He going to jail. Pookie can't be free in this situation. That's how I feel. He cannot. You knowingly giving an STD to folk? Stop. He going to jail. And I understand. Let me say this. I understand he was sexually abused when he was a child and all this stuff. But you have become a monster. A whole entire monster. You can choose not to do that in your adult life. You can choose to be the person who you want to be. He chose this life. So here we go. Here we are. Let me move on. Let me start talking about R. Kelly. All right. I didn't know if you knew about this, Wendy.
I did know.
Okay.
Yes, and I cannot wait to watch. I love Sex in the City. I catch myself watching Sex in the City I watch an episode a day.
Well, child, I watched the entire series with my sister because she got the box set.
I got the box set too.
She got the special editions and everything.
I got that too.
We went to the movie to see both movies. Mm-hmm. She got the Sex in the City cologne, everything. This girl,
that I don't have.
Yeah, she got the Sex in the City cologne. She did her thing. She got all the things, and I had to sit and watch the things with her. And I enjoy it.
It's just interesting to see how Cynthia Nixon, who plays Miranda, she's gray.
Yeah.
And you can tell that she has not had plastic surgery.
No.
You can tell that Sarah Jessica Parker has not had any plastic surgery.
No, she hasn't.
But Kristen Davis, you tell she has had it.
Krista says she got to stay young. She's been booked and busy, baby. Okay. Not that Sarah hasn't, because Sarah has done like 2 or 3 other shows since Sex in the City.
Divorce. That's a good show. That was a good show on HBO. Divorce.
Yeah. So since then, she has not been, she's been working. I've seen Kristen Davis work. I've seen the girl that plays Miranda in a couple of things too.
Nixon. Yeah, she was on that show. Is at the tip of my tongue.
Okay.
Is it the tip of my tongue? Oh my gosh, what's the name?
But they've been working.
Yeah, she's been working. And then Cynthia was trying to run for mayor of New York.
Cynthia Nixon, that's her name. Yes, she was trying to run for an office. So yeah, they've been booked and busy. All of them. Nicole Ari Parker. They talked about diversity with Sex in the City.
I love her husband.
I mean, I think we all do. But I like Nicole Ari Parker. I really do
Yeah.
like her.
Yeah.
She's really, really.
Oh, her gym raps are the
I have
bomb.com.
not gotten them yet.
And you know, it's supposed to like it really do absorb the sweat.
Okay.
So like, cause I have two. I have the one that's like a bandana. And
Okay.
when I used to have my hair, when I used to have it relaxed, I would wrap it up,
Mhm.
put that bandana on, and I would sweat mostly around this part. It soak it right up.
Wow, I'm gonna have to get that. But I really love she and her husband's dynamic. I know they met on
Soul
Soul
food.
Food and they got married and they've been together for 20 plus years now, doing their thing both in the modeling and acting arena.
Mhm.
Nicole Ari Parker recently had a recurring role on Empire. It was a funny role. It was hilarious. Her character was so funny to me. Um, but I love to see her, and she has range with her acting. She's not the same character, which I like. So to be able to see that, so this is going to be interesting.
Mhm.
Is she
I
going to
can't
take?
wait.
Yeah, is she going to take on the persona or something? Now I feel like a couple of them might be older than Nicole, so
They
she
are.
can't be the oldest.
No,
Um,
isn't Nicole like in her late 40s?
or early 50s, one or
Hold
the
on,
other. But I feel like they're older than she is.
hold on. I'll find out.
Okay. So I don't know how this is going to roll because I really enjoyed Samantha's character. They're older now, so maybe Samantha would have slowed down by now.
No,
Not
she's
sure.
actually 51. She was born
Okay.
October 7th,
Okay.
1970.
Okay. Okay. So just gotta see. I'm interested in seeing how this is going to work out and how this is going to play out. Um, so we'll see. We shall see. We shall see. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I want to see what they're gonna do with Samantha's character. Are they gonna kill her off the
I don't want
show?
them to kill her off. I don't want them
Will
to
she
do.
just move
I
somewhere?
think maybe she moves somewhere, and because I want. Although I know Kim and Sarah Jessica Parker did not get along. I don't know why.
I can try to I can tell you the backstory of that later.
Okay, we'll talk later. But I feel like they should leave an open door. Like let her be off somewhere, like they did on Empire. Jamal when that boy made up that story. Uh, that them folks jumped him. And they just had him off in England with his boo thing, and they was raising a kid or something. Like do something to leave the door open, as Bruno Mars and the other babies say. Leave the door open. Please don't kill that baby off. Please don't kill her off. I think that would be harsh. That's just my opinion. Next slide. I don't know if you heard about this, but basketball player PJ Washington, who is a basketball player with the Charlotte Hornets, had a girlfriend named Brittany Renner. I do not know what Brittany does for a living, but apparently PJ done got for $200,000 in child support a month. And
Now, who is this again?
he's a basketball player. His name is PJ Washington. He plays.
Okay, you said the B word. I don't
No,
follow
I know
basketball
you
players.
don't follow. I didn't know who he was until the story came out. So there you go. I follow basketball. Well, apparently, PJ's girl got pregnant and got gone with $200K in child support. Now, according to him, she will not allow him to see the baby.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what done happened. I don't know what that man done did. But girl, if he give you $200K in child support, you need to let that man see his baby. Please don't be that woman. You already getting $200,000 a month in child support is what is that?
Hold on, I do it. I do the math.
Okay.
While you talk, keep talking.
That's just because I struggle to get $5 a month in child support. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's $2.4 million a
it pisses me
year.
off when women go and like I said again, I do feel like the child needs to live as if we are still together. But I feel like $2.4 million is team to merch. In my
But that means she ain't working, she ain't doing shizz ass.
That's what I'm saying. No, girl. I need you to have a job. That's how I feel. A lot of women feel like this is okay. I do feel like he need to give her more money, but $200,000 is too much. And I don't know how you done parlayed on that situation. I gotta do a little bit of background. I gotta get a little bit more background on the Brittany Renner girl and what she does or how they even came about. Maybe I took the wrong approach. Maybe I should have been following the baller alert. Did you know baller alert was really to tell folk where the folks was so they could be ready and be there when the folk was there, like the basketball players and the this and the that and whatever clubs and all that stuff. That's what baller alert started out as. I didn't even realize that. Mm-hmm. So you will know where these folk was, so you could be there when they was there, if that makes sense. It's crazy. Maybe in my day, that's what I should have been doing. Following the baller alert and getting me a baller. Because, child, listen, they're coming out on top. I don't know how or why, but they are. This is a lot. This is excessive. $2.4 million and you don't do nothing. All you gotta do is open your legs. I don't get it. I don't understand. I'm just saying. And then my legs for broke ass Chauncey, and then we out here trying to struggle to scrape and survive for some child support. I don't understand.
I don't understand either. You know what? I'm just at the point with my son's father. I'm like, you know what? It's just gonna cure and a cure. And once Joshua turned 18, I'm going up to him courts, and I'm like, still go after him for the back child support.
Oh yeah, he can sue him at that point.
And I just put it in a trust for Joshua.
Mm-hmm. Because that's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm student loans to the boy. I am student loans to my son's father.
Mm-mm. All right, did you check
I have not seen it yet. I'm going to watch it.
Okay, so apparently the girls are in arms. So this gave me Hercules with the muses and the singing, and I feel like if they do a live action version of Hercules, Lizzo needs to be one of the muses. She needs to be one of them singers. Okay,
but she don't need to be that big one. But she don't have to be that big one.
But she. Okay, let me stop. I love Lizzo. I love her. I literally love Lizzo. Okay, but apparently a lot of people feel like she is cooning. They do not like her type of music because it's quote unquote not black enough, and they've called her a mammy. So she
broke down and cried on Instagram, didn't she?
On Instagram or Twitter, I can't remember which one it was. She was crying because people were being mean to her, and I don't understand why. And she said, for the most part, it doesn't bother her, but when you work hard and you create stuff, it becomes a problem. So first of all, you quote unquote newly woke folk. The mammy did the opposite of what Lizzo did. The mammy was like the mother figure. If you think of a mammy, you think of Aunt Jemima, okay? Lizzo had her cakes out every time she gets the opportunity and the chance. So mammy is out. Do I think she's cooning for people? No. She is eclectic. She played the flutes. So she had to learn classical music. She probably got with the ratchet music, and she went to a HBCU. She was in the marching band. Like, she has to be eclectic in her music style because that's what she came up doing. So because she is doing the pop appeal and making a little bit more money than the black people or the normal black person that comes up in the industry, because she's appealing to black and white people, which that's what you want to do in the first place. That's the whole goal, because you color people don't buy music. It's the other people who do. You color people don't buy tickets to concerts. It's the other people who do. So she got to appeal to both people. I don't understand what the problem is. Now, I did not know that they had boycotted old Whitney Houston back in the day. I had no clue. that they boycotted Whitney Houston because she made reference to one of the awards programs. I don't know if it was the Soul Train Music Awards or whatever, but they booed Whitney Houston. I don't know. And a lot of people, so you get to thinking, I was listening to Kev on stage and they were talking about artists who, once they got to a certain arena in their lives, they weren't really making music for the Black people. And they weren't. We were excited to see those Black artists do what they do, but they weren't making music for us. And Michael Jackson is one, because after Off the Wall, Thriller, I don't think was for us. I'm just gonna keep it real. That was the turn of Michael Jackson going more towards pop and rock and roll, in my opinion. Okay, Invincible was the dopest. Not the dopest, because Off the Wall is still my favorite Michael Jackson album. But Invincible was like
Love Off the Wall. Love Off the Wall.
That was my favorite.
You know what? Actually, Thriller was the last R&B album, if you think about it.
But it was but he changed. He turned. Thriller was more pop than Off the Wall was.
Well, Thriller, I wouldn't say Thriller was more pop than Off the Wall, but Thriller only had like a couple. But if you listen to it, it only had like a couple of pop songs.
Oh yeah, it did. You're right.
I can listen to the whole Thriller album. There's some albums that you don't listen to all of the songs.
I can listen to all of Michael Jackson songs. I love his. If you give me a Michael Jackson mix, I can listen to it all the way through. It doesn't matter what it is.
Eyes is bothering me.
I understand. It doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter. I can listen to Michael Jackson because I love Michael Jackson. Prince is another one. You put Prince on and I can just listen. But those are artists who had pop appeal and everybody knew who they were. Whitney Houston had a pop appeal. But I didn't realize this. They said Al Sharpton had a thing talking about boycott Whitney Houston because she's not singing for Black people or some crazy stuff like that. I was like, really, Al Sharpton?
Bobblehead.
Oh my goodness. So at any rate, I want Lizzo to stay strong and stay, keep your head up and disregard the people who don't have two pennies to rub together. You put your income against theirs, it don't match. And don't let it. So she had been off of Twitter for a while, went back on, and all these comments started coming in here and on Instagram. She made a post. They were coming in like clockwork. And I don't know if it's because she's a heavyset girl. I'm not sure if that's the case or not. I love her confidence. And the fact that she loves the skin that she's in. I love that she came out, and you gotta be that way because if you're not gonna thank you thebomb.com, who will? So shout out to Lizzo. Offset, who was Cardi B's husband, also took up for Lizzo. I was proud of him for doing it because typically, Black male artists don't speak up and stand up for our Black sisters, but he did stand up for Lizzo. So shout out to him for that. All right, so is this man named Mike Richards? Is that what his name is?
I don't know what his name is.
Okay. He's the executive producer of Jeopardy, and he basically hired himself to be the host. After we had all the guest hosts, everybody was really rooting for LeVar Burton to be the guest host. Not the main host of Jeopardy. He did it, from my understanding, did an excellent job when he was there. I did not get to see it because, I worked during the day. But he apparently did an excellent job. Well, they claim to be doing a search, but all along the search was right here. Mike said, I'm hired. Well, they found some disparaging comments that Mike made in his past about women, about the Asian community, just a lot of stuff that they caught him on the podcast saying, and it resurfaced. So he's had to step down. So now they're back to guest host. And I feel like LeVar Burton's price has just gone up. If they ever approach Brother LeVar again, I pray that his agent say, well, we was going to do it for this amount. But now, if you want LeVar to host this show, we're gonna have to do it for this amount right here. That's what I feel. That's how I feel. He had to step down. Now he's still the executive producer of the show. But yeah. Yeah. It's a mess. How you hire and then have to fire yourself. All right, so Tory Lanez.
Now who is this?
You remember the guy that shot Megan Thee
Megan Thee
Stallion?
Stallion. Okay.
So they were dating for a little bit and had an argument. He shot her in the foot. So there's a restraining order. He cannot be within 100 feet of Megan Thee Stallion. Because he cannot be within 100 feet of Megan Thee Stallion, if he violates that, they're going to have to up his bail or revoke his bail, and he goes to jail. Well, they were booked for the same music festival, Rolling Loud. I think that's the one in Florida. And Tory Lanez was invited by DaBaby because he has a son. Now, keep in mind, Megan Thee Stallion and DaBaby has done a lot of work together, and so she really revered him as a friend. He supported Tory Lanez and made it a point to bring Tory with him to perform this little song that they got together. Well, of course, you know, artists are backstage at the concert. So here is my thing. Why would you put yourself in a position to be near this girl and you know there is a restraining order against you? Not to mention, apparently they tried to bum rush the stage while she was performing. I need them gone send this boy on to Canada. Going back to Canada where you came from.
Yeah.
You need to be deported. Because you are violating. And he keeps saying what everybody think happened, didn't happen, whatever that situation was. Did the girl shoot herself? I'm confused. If he go to jail, it's his fault, and he needs to go on and go, because that's a mess. Prayers are to be sent up for Jesse Jackson and his wife. They were vaccinated, and both are hospitalized due to COVID. So we definitely want to send our prayers out to them and their family. I know his son suffers from mental health issues as well. I don't know if, who's taking care of his son at this point in time. But I really, really, really hope that they make a full recovery and we don't lose them to COVID. Aaliyah's music is back. We can now stream Aaliyah's music. 1 in a million hit the airwaves on all of the streaming platforms, and it hit 5 million streams. She is the first female artist to hit 5 million streams on a platform.
You know why it's coming all up now? I mean, all of this is happening
I know.
Yeah, her 20th anniversary.
Oh, it's not just about the 20th anniversary. So let's talk about this real quick. Uncle Barry Hankerson, who was responsible for her being put on and probably felt very responsible for putting her with R. Kelly at the time, because he was responsible for that connection music wise. He has been holding on to her catalog. So you have not been able to hear any of Aaliyah's music, period, unless you go to YouTube and somebody upload it on YouTube.
Now, let me tell you this. When I first got my iPad, my iPod, I was able to download at least 2 songs of her last album.
That was it. You could not. He held on to that catalog very tight. But guess what? The reason why he's now releasing her music has nothing to do with the 20th anniversary. Has everything to do with the fact that he wants to bring other artists out and he needs money to do so. So I think the music should have been released a long time ago. Personally, I bought her album because I used to review music and movies and shows and stuff for the Blue and White Flash, which I was a columnist for JSU at the time. So I went and bought her album at the time, the last one that came out. That was my senior year in college when she passed. It was shocking
Man, I remember that night. I was living with my roommate Tiffany,
Mhm.
and I was watching CNN, and it was on a ticker, and I was like,
Girl, we heard it on the radio because we had a housewarming. We had just moved into our house off campus, and we had like a little back to school party at our house, and the radio was playing, and it woke me up. Yeah, you said who died? So it was not the best feeling.
but the irony of it is, I wouldn't call it irony. Let me take that word back. But it's just like wow. I remember watching MTV Cribs, and she was showing her crib, and she lived right next door to the World Trade Center.
Yep, yep,
And then what? A couple of weeks after she passed, that same year, the World
yep,
Trade Center was attacked.
yep, yep. Ironic, very much so. So if you guys want to go and stream Aaliyah's music, you can. It's available on all music platforms now. I'm about to get my Aaliyah on because I loved. I think
That third album was off the chain. I'm
it
sorry.
was dope, dope,
I
dope,
mean, that
dope,
we
dope.
need a resolution. I just love her with the Timberland,
Yeah,
that
this is so.
that.
This one right here, this album right here. I think it was One in a Million. That's what she and Timbaland and Missy kind of
Mhm.
started, collabing. And actually, it started before then because she did a song on the soundtrack of The Nutty Professor. Are You That Somebody? So that was the beginning of the Timbaland, Missy,
Mhm.
Timbaland and Magoo. I miss all of them.
I
Somebody made
like
a post.
Up Jumps the Boogie.
Yes.
So
Somebody made a post that if they had to just continue Timberland, Missy, Genuine, Player, Magoo, Leah, like that was all of that music at that time was like so dope. And the members of Player wrote for a lot of artists in the industry as well. I thought that was so dope that they were able to come together and make that musical gold. I dug it. That was an awesome time. Um, but
girl, I used to love that song. I used to love, you know what? Well, like I said, I got the third CD. I got the second CD and I got the third CD. I
yeah,
didn't get
I
the
had
first
all of the
one.
good. I had the first one, the second one, and third. I was diehardly a fan at that point of
So,
time.
what's your favorite Aaliyah song?
Um, my favorite Aaliyah song is really "Are You That Somebody." That's my favorite one. I love the beats in that song. I love the transition in the song because she was like this tomboy for all this time, and
Mhm.
then she made the transition in it at
When
the end of the
okay,
video.
okay, and that's when people started wearing them skirts. I'm like, some
Yep.
people, you don't have the shape for it. You can
Well,
you
these folk don't care, child. These folk to be wearing the midriffs and stuff, and they ain't got the stomach for it. So
I'm
Uh,
like, I think my favorite Aaliyah song is the one I gave my heart to.
that was a pretty song. It was really, really pretty. Very, very pretty song. Very pretty song. I loved her, and she had such control over her voice. She wasn't one. She
Mhm.
wasn't like Beyonce or like a Whitney Houston or anything, but she had such control over her voice, and she could hit like the deep notes, and she could falsetto. I mean, the way she weaved in
Right.
and out of that, it was so
And
awesome.
I'm thinking if she was still alive, she would be bigger than Beyonce.
A lot of people feel that way. A lot of people feel like she probably would have Beyonce probably wouldn't be the person that she is today if Aaliyah had still been around because a lot of the stuff like Aaliyah, even when she was the few things that she acted in, she wasn't bad.
No, no.
At
Aaliyah
all.
was good. Was a good
Whereas
actress.
Beyonce,
We're talking about Beyonce just spits out the words. She really don't have emotions, or you can tell she's not not
I
really an
I did
actress.
not like so the movie with the one with the Idris Elba was her husband
Mhm.
and
Obsession.
baby. I said, first of all, you black, you don't let this white woman beat you up. It was not believable. And I love Beyonce. But I feel like we need an acting coach, baby. I just feel like that's what we need. We need us an acting coach.
And did
But
you notice how Jennifer Hudson was the one that got awards for Dreamgirls and not Beyonce?
oh because Jennifer Hudson did her job. She understood the assignment. Jennifer Hudson was Effie, okay? She understood the assignment. Update on Britney Spears. Jamie has agreed to step down as her conservator, but he's still kind of playing games with that. And I think Britney is having a nervous breakdown. I really feel like they need to change her whole team. Her entire team needs to change. Needs to change. Because I feel like Jamie has some reach, even with someone in her team. You see what I'm saying? They got her on medication she ain't supposed to be on. They got her with the IUD she can't take out. Like, it's all kinds of things that they control, and it's absolutely insane that they got her in that predicament, in that situation. And I think she need to. I really wish she had the opportunity to fire everybody and start over and get some people around her that actually care about her, because I don't think anybody that's around her right now has her best interest at heart. I just don't feel that way. I don't. All right, girl, look at this.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw the whole photo shoot, the photos, and I was like, I am not mad at her. Go ahead, girl, do your thing,
baby. So Danielle Brooks is engaged to be married. She and her fiance, they do have a child together. I think she had a pandemic baby, as a matter of fact. But they have the dopest engagement photos. I dig it. If you follow Danielle Brooks, and Danielle Brooks is from Orange Is the New Black.
And didn't she play Mahalia Jackson?
She did play Mahalia Jackson, and she
played
also
the heck out of that role. Have you seen the movie?
I recorded it. I was supposed to watch it because we supposed to talk about it on It's On, and I never watched it. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it.
That's been so while ago, so I gotta see if I can find it. But go ahead.
It's probably on demand now. She is a great actress. She did a lot of Broadway. I know she was in The Color Purple as well on Broadway. Phenomenal singer. She played Tacy on Orange Is the New Black. I dug it. I love her. She's a Juilliard graduate. If I'm not mistaken, the majority of those girls that was on Orange Is the New Black went to Juilliard. And did an excellent job. Every time she does something, she shines. And she a big girl, and she comfortable in her skin. I love it. But her fiance loves her too, and I love these photos. They're amazing. So go check them out. Go to Danielle Brooks' page and see her entire photo shoot. It is amazing and it is gorgeous. And I love this chocolate on her, baby. Oh, that chocolate dress was everything. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So congratulations to Danielle Brooks and her fiance. All right. I think I already started. What's bugging me? Do you have one for this week, Wendy?
Oh no, it's the same as last week. Folks, take your make sure that your kids, if your kids are sick with COVID, keep that. But they're ARSE. I said they're ARSE, ARSE at home.
At the house.
Keep them at the house. That's I mean, it's gonna be like that for a while. Because I've been in the house for stuff I haven't really been anywhere these past week and a half, almost 2 weeks. So I can't say, this is bugging me. And that Texas lieutenant governor, that bugged me too, when he blamed the black people.
I'm going to go here. All the Republicans right now are getting on my ever-loving nerves. Y'all think that it's against God to wear a mask. Y'all don't want to get vaccinated. You want to spread your germs, beans, and disease to us. I don't want none of your beans and disease in the grocery
here's
store.
My thing. You call yourself Christians, but y'all acting like this. This is just
crazy.
God is gonna be like, Jesus gonna be like, I know you not.
I don't even know who you are. Going on down there with Satan, because I don't understand how you can say, oh no, I don't need to wear no mask. What vaccine? I'm not getting no vaccine either. Somebody had the audacity to tell me that they used aborted fetuses for the vaccine?
I kind of heard the same thing. I heard that it was male DNA from fetuses. That's
How
what I
you
heard.
do it?
I don't know. That's
That's
what I heard.
what fetus did you go get to create? See, that don't make sense to me. How you gonna do that? How you doing it? That don't make sense. It does. Y'all come up with all kind of crazy stuff and conspiracy theories. Stay at home. The schools need to close in Shelby County and Davidson County. They need to close. They need to shut down. The little small schools, if they want to all get COVID and fall out, that's on them. I'm concerned about the children because in the inner city, there are black kids and brown kids that are the majority. And I do not believe that people who do not have kids in the Shelby County school system should have anything to say about what my child in the Shelby County school system should or should not do. Period. You stay in Germantown and Collierville and all of your little outskirted cities, and you do what you do over there. Leave us over here in the Shelby County school system alone. That is what's bugging me. I didn't want to hold you long because I started in at the beginning of the episode. We're gonna move right on along. Okay. You boo will be visiting us at the Shot Glass Hour this Wednesday at Smooth Living. Make sure you are in the building. Doors open at 7. Make sure you get there and get your drinks, get your food ahead of time. Make sure you are ready to just be immersed in the reggae music that he is going to be bringing forth. This is going to be an amazing event. Make sure you go get your tickets on Eventbrite. You can do a search for them. They're only $10. They're $10 at the door as well. But go ahead and get your tickets now. Make sure you got it on lock. I think this is going to be an excellent show. If you like to move and you like to do a little reggae or like a little reggae music, make sure you guys stop by and visit us at Smooth Living, 1263 Winchester Road, Memphis, Tennessee 38116. Wendy has some fall colors for me. Well, yes. Let's talk about that.
So I don't have any makeup on, so I just want you to look at what the fall color is going to look like. Can they see me still?
Yeah, they can still see you.
Okay, so the fall line has come out. I'm so excited. Before I talk about the makeup, we have
hold on.
The clay.
Wait a minute. I need not you. I don't want to remove. I ain't doing this right. Okay, keep going. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I was trying to put you up there.
You couldn't click on me?
Okay. Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. So this is our Mary Kay Pink Clay Mask. It's special edition. It's not limited. It's a special edition. So it's going to still be here until supplies last. Okay. We still have the MK Men oil, beard oil. You guys, if you got beard, your beard can be soft to touch and everything with this oil.
Yeah, because I don't need to be feeling no Brillo pads. When I touch a beard, I like beards. I don't want to cut my fingers. Okay.
Okay. So the new regular line that Mary Kay added to the body is scented body lotion and shower gel. The 2 scents are apple and almond. This is my favorite because it smells sweet. And then we have berry and vanilla. Now onto the colors. These are liquid eyeshadows. You see, and this is really good for the holidays, you guys. This is limited edition, and when I mean limited edition, once it's gone, it's gone.
It's gone.
So, yeah, it's gone. And then we have highlighters.
I like a good highlighter. I don't think I use them properly, but I love a good highlighter.
Yeah, we have highlighters. Oh, I didn't tell you the this is graphite amethyst. I think they went with like jewelry type colors.
Okay.
Because this is gold canary diamond.
Yeah.
in Rose Court. I'm believing that's the name. I don't
Oh,
have the
that's
name.
cute.
But these are highlighters, you guys. But then we have these lipsticks, you guys. When I tell you, these lipsticks are everything. They are everything. Look
That
at
is
that.
sparkling.
But then they don't sparkle on your lips, though. So this is Sunstone.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have, it's Ruby. I think this is Ruby.
Oh, that's
So those are our fall colors.
okay.
We haven't even started with the holidays. The holidays don't come out. The holiday stuff don't come out until next month.
Well, I got my lookbook today. I think that it might have came yesterday or early this week.
And
So
you got that mask, so you can try that mask.
okay.
That's a free sample. So that is what we got for the fall, you guys. So they didn't go with the nice, you know how they normally have the nice neutral tones and stuff like that because it's fall. They just brought it out with colors. So I have
like
on
it.
excuse me, I have on the graphite on my eyes.
Right.
The bluish greenish color, and then I have the yellow on the highlighters, and then the sunstone. It doesn't look good on my skin by itself, so what I did was I put it over a brown lipstick.
Okay.
And just brought the color out. So
okay.
There it goes.
Yes. Cool. All right. Well, y'all look at that. Ain't that pretty? That's really pretty. All right, Wendy, tell them how they can reach you and get some of these great products for the fall.
Okay, you can go on my Facebook, Wendy Edingbourgh Smith. My Instagram is at VLux76, and my website, my Mary Kay website, where you can learn about these products I just talked about, is www.marykay.com/WEDINGBOURGH.
And one day, the third of our trifecta will be back. I cannot wait. But you can reach Heather at Heather's Passion Academy on Facebook, YouTube, and our website, HeathersPassionAcademy.com. She is a sex coach, is a sex and relationship coach, if I'm not mistaken, as well as a bedroom candy consultant. And so if you need any bedroom candy products, need to keep it spicy in the room, or y'all need to schedule, an appointment with Heather, make sure you guys hit her up and get that appointment scheduled ASAP. You guys can reach me on my Facebook page, Vicskeyas Faith More, Instagram at Vicskeyas Faith, or Twitter at Vicskeyas Faith. And you can reach us here at The Size Up on Facebook at The Size Up, Instagram at The Size Up 2102, YouTube at The Size Up Official Podcast, which I need you guys to go and follow, like, share, and hit the subscribe bell so that when we go live, you will be notified. Also, you can email us at thesizeup2102@gmail.com. You also can listen to our podcast, and one day I'm going to do the right thing and go and just upload all these episodes. If my child showed me how to do it, I heard I'm finna be getting a little something real soon to where I can have my own stuffs and I can go on and upload some episodes. I'll try to go back and get some uploaded so y'all can check us out on the listening devices at Anchor, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Breaker, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, and SoundCloud. Thank you guys for joining us today. We have enjoyed this. We are taking a break next week. I have to buckle down and do some good old research for this other podcast that I got to come out with. So it will be streamed via Restream. So I won't be live with that one, but you will be able to come on the YouTube channel and check it out. I'm super excited about it. If you are a history buff and you don't know enough about your history, make sure you stay tuned for Untold History. I cannot wait. I'm working on it, trying to get it together. Pray my strength in the Lord. So we will be taking a break next week. I'm actually thinking we might, because the following week, I think, is the Labor Day weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe
like a 2-week break.
I think we're gonna take a 2-week break.
Because we do need. Oh, we can talk about this afterwards.
Okay. So I think we're gonna be off the 29th, the 5th, and we will be back on the 12th. So guys, make sure you tune in if you want to get caught up in the episodes. In the meantime, make sure that you get caught up and be ready when we come back. Hopefully we'll have some good topics to talk about. No, typically when we take a couple of weeks off, I don't know what be happening, but y'all be going crazy. So we will be back here on the 12th, 3:45 sharp. Make sure you are tuning in. Maybe I'll be off punishment by then by the Facebook, but if not, go on and like and subscribe to the YouTube page. We hope to see you guys soon. Bye.